Okay, so good morning, everybody. Few church announcements. So, this whole concept of this morning show, travel morning show, I came up with it out of the blue last weekend and said on Monday, I'm going to go live every day, Monday through Thursday, this week, 8 a.m., and just talk about travel. That was something that abruptly happened. It wasn't something that was planned. I wasn't trying to do this. I didn't know what it was going to be. Y'all coming in here and watching this is what's making this a reality. And because you come in here and watch it, I'm going to continue to do it. So while I was doing this show in formatting and everything, I'm doing it in real time and really learning how I want to structure this show. And what I was thinking, because travel news could be fleeting. One week could be major travel news. Some weeks is literally nothing. So I wanted to make it worth it. Like if I have my travel friends coming to watch me every day, Monday through Thursday, I want to have at least something tangible for them to take with them. So I decided to it's gonna be travel topics and stuff like that, entertainment and all that kind of stuff, but it's going to be an educational element to it. So each show is going to end like with the lesson per se. Like today we're talking about passports, and I have some interesting news to share with you regarding the US passport. So we're going to be talking about that today, like things like that, and tomorrow's going to be another topic, and then Wednesday another topic. So I'm going to keep it educational, entertaining, and all the good things. Something else I wanted to tell you. What else did I want to tell you? Oh, if you missed the live, you could catch the replay on YouTube. YouTube is where you could catch the replay. The live is on TikTok every morning, 8 a.m., okay? And for everything that I say in the live and on YouTube, I'm going to be sending a corresponding newsletter that has all the links to what I was talking about, all the tools to what I was talking about. So this is what you want to do. You want to be following me on TikTok to catch it live. You want to be subscribed to my YouTube channel to catch the replay. You want to be subscribed to my newsletter to catch all the other information in text form so you can click and everything. That's how we're going to make this work. Look how we got that together. Look how we got that together. So good morning, and with that being said, let's get started. So today is October 20th, and guess what? The government is still shut down. Are you surprised? I'm not. Over the weekend, I got a tip that in Miami, they had almost 100 call outs each day of this weekend. I don't know what it might be today, because it's Monday travel and Monday is business travel. So I'm just like, at this point, I can't wait to see what those numbers are. If you are flying this week, you already know what I said last week, child. But if you are flying this week, just make sure that you have enough time, because these people they're tired. And as the days go on, they are going to call out more and more and more. Like I said, the airports are still going to run. People are still going to get on their flights. But there's little elements to that is not safe. So we need to get this government back open. And if we don't get the government back open, which I don't think is going to happen today, there is a vote today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. There is a vote today to attempt to reopen the government. I'm not optimistic enough to believe that it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I am sticking to my guns and saying that this is going to be the longest government shutdown in history. I really think it's going to be the longest government shutdown in history. But I am optimistic that this new bill that was introduced, I'm not sure if you guys know, but a new bill was introduced to pay essential workers during government shutdowns. This is something that should have been implemented years ago. Essential government employees should never have to work in these high, profile positions and not getting paid. This is a bill that should have been, suggested a long time ago. So if anything good happens out of this bill will be good, and it will hopefully stay in place if this happens again. So they're supposed to talk about it today, and I think a potential vote can happen tomorrow. So I'm following it. I hope that they do vote on it, and I'm sure if they do vote on it, it will pass, because they know, Republicans and Democrats know, that it's really bad right now not to pay these essential workers, and military is a part of that. And to be honest, I think because of the military people not receiving their last check, they're really upset, and I think this is what's driving this vote to even happen, because this never happened. Mind you, we're only on day 20. I was a part of a government shutdown that surpassed 30 days. Why is this one so complex, and we're feeling it so hard? Could it be the economy? Could it be things are freaking expensive? Could it be that people are severely living paycheck to paycheck and they are feeling it immediately? Times have changed. So yeah, that's what that is. What else I wanted to say to you about that? Yeah, so I'll be following that, and I'm excited to see if it passes or not. They're not getting a check. No, they're not getting paid. Their last paycheck was partial, and if they, I believe they get paid this Friday or Monday, I believe. I haven't done my research that yet, but whatever paycheck is coming up, they're going to miss entirely. They are not getting paid, and I want to actually talk about that a little bit, because a lot of people don't understand. Because I was talking to one of my TSA officer friends, and they said that people don't know that they're not getting paid. People went up to them and was like, hey, thank you so much for working during the government shutdown. At least you're getting paid. And they were like, we're not getting paid. A lot of people think they're getting paid. If you guys are in the live, thank you for being here. This is On the Radar, a morning travel show. Please like up the live. Our goal is to get to 5,000 likes. 5,000 likes, okay? So, again, another thing, that if you're a government worker, there's a whole bunch of assistance being provided to you right now. Food, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. And I'm going to compile a list of things for you so you can, tap into that. I know TGI Fridays is providing free meals to essential workers. I know there's certain banks that's now providing loans and stuff like that, up to $5,000 of no interest or anything like that. 1 second, guys. Okay, so yeah, no interest loans. It's a lot of things that's happening right now regarding assistance for people who are affected by this furlough situation. And I heard some of these places, they are also providing assistance for all the other people that's furloughed. Because I know we've been talking about the essential workers, but there are still people that's not considered essential that are furloughed, and they should still be able to tap into these resources, because they're going through it too. A lot of people are going through it. So yeah, with that being said, let's move into the only topic that I really have today about travel developments, and it's with Delta. Sometimes when you get on a plane, and I don't know about you, but I don't really, the entertainment that the plane provides, I don't really watch. Do y'all watch the movies and stuff on there? I go right on YouTube. I love watching YouTube. I really don't watch whatever they have going on in the streams. Maybe if it's a good movie, I haven't seen it, I will watch it. But I don't use the headphones or any of that stuff. I don't do any of that. So I think it's really cool that Delta is finally bringing YouTube to their planes. So now on the seat backs, the entertainment screens, you will be able to watch YouTube videos. That's genius. And I was like, why? There's no plane that has YouTube on the screen backs. I was like, they're the first ones to do that. Very interesting that they're doing it. So when it started already. When you get on a Delta flight and you want to watch YouTube, it's going to be there on the screen. Tap into it and watch YouTube. But I have to go read the fine print, and it's always something, y'all. So yes, YouTube is going to be on all of the Delta flights in their entertainment network, but it's curated playlists and curated creators who you'll be able to watch. So if you were thinking you were going to watch my show, at least right now on Delta flight, you're not. It's not a free for all. You can't type who you want to watch. You're going to have to watch whoever is on their playlist. I wish I had a sound machine. Dun, 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 dun. Like, come on, Delta. I mean, it's the step in the right direction, but I don't want to watch your curated stuff. I want to be able to watch my favorite creators or whoever I want to watch on YouTube. So hopefully, as this partnership goes on, they will give people the free will to watch whatever they want to watch. But just as you know, maybe your favorite creator is on there. I know what's his name? Giovanni or I don't know. Da Vinci, I don't know. But he does food. He's on there. And there's other people on there too. I guarantee it's not going to be anyone I want to watch. Hey, I don't know. You might find out a new person. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to try to get up on there because the travel show on Delta, just imagine watching this show on Delta Airlines. That's clutch. Okay, so we have to talk about this nonsense. I posted the video over there on Gate Access, my travel newsletter page. And y'all, when I saw it last night, it's not like I don't know this stuff happens, but it's just the audacity of somebody attempting to sneak up a small dog onto an aircraft. It happens more than we think. So, long story short, the young lady was flying and she was like, she's not paying $125 to bring her puppy on board this flight. So you know what she did? She put that puppy in her bag. She hid that puppy the entire way. She was smart enough to know that TSA doesn't really care what type of about your dogs and stuff like that. So she had the dog out at that point. But she boarded the plane with the dog and she was successful. She was able to get onto this plane and to her destination without paying her $125 with this dog. Mind you, and she was giving some good tips a little bit. I was like, good morning, guys. Good morning. She was giving some good tips, even though it's so wrong. This is so wrong on all levels. I want y'all to understand this is so wrong. I am not condoning this. You should not be trying to sneak on animals on these aircraft. You should not be lying, talking about your animal is a support animal. Stop doing that. Y'all making it hard for the people who have real support animals. But I'm human and I have to be honest. It was genius what she did. She did really well. She was able to get that dog onto that plane and nobody knew that the dog was there. Now, mind you, her dog was well behaved. If you have, like my dog is not for to go into the airport and be quiet like that. He's gonna be barking at everybody. If you have a dog that's not well behaved, this is not a tip or a trick for you. Okay? So I asked one of my flight attendant friends, I'm like, what do you think about this video? And they was like, people try to do this all the time. So it really depends what happens if they catch you. They're not going to divert the entire plane. Like if they are en route and they're already in the air, they're not going to divert because of a dog. But they have to document it. This is per this airline. They have to document it. But if they were to find you before they took off, you would have been off of that plane. And you probably still will get in trouble once they find you. You may still get in trouble. So my advice to you all, if you have a dog, pay the fee each way. Do not sneak on your dog on these airlines and mess it up for the rest of us. Now going into our educational tier for today. You like how I did that? You like that? So, where do you guys think the U.S. passport fits in a list of, what's this list? How many is on this list? let's just say 100. Where does the U.S. passport fall on a list of 100? You said 63. Wow. 63. Okay, we got someone saying 63. I wanted to do this story because it definitely dropped. It did drop. U.S. passport drops out of the top 10. U.S. passport drops out of the top 10 global ranking of passports. So I wanted to share this list with you and share some information regarding passports because I did find it interesting myself, and I don't think a lot of people know this stuff. Like, for instance, I think that most people believe that if you have a passport, you can go anywhere you want to go in the world. And that's not true. You can't go anywhere you want in the world. You could go most places, but sometimes you need a visa. There's sometimes you need other things in order to go to these places. And a passport, from what the site that I'm using, pause. If you guys don't know, and this is something that's going to be in my newsletter, so make sure you're subscribed. If you don't know Henley and Partners, Henley and Partners is this site that I use frequently, and they are the ones that create this chart of, the top passports in the world and whatnot. They have a great website where if you have questions about, like, what do you need to go to a certain place, or the what am I trying to say, the current value of your passport, they have a very good site where you could plug in all your stuff. I love them. And this is not, it's no affiliate or situation with them. I use this personally, so I will be tapping them, plugging them into the newsletter today, so you guys can have that resource. They are great. But yeah, sometimes you need a visa to go into these places. In the passport, the U.S. passport, some of these countries were like, hey, no, we need them to apply for a visa now. They kicked us out, which has dropped the value of the U.S. passport. Now, it's still very valuable. Even though it's not in the top 10, it's not really far behind number 1. And the way that they index this is through the visa free score. So basically letting you know how many places you can go without needing to apply or get a visa. Singapore is number 1 right now. So let's go through the list. Singapore is number 1. South Korea is number 2. Japan is number 3. Germany is number 4. Actually, a lot of passports tie for number 4. Germany, Italy. What the hell is this? Is it Luxembourg? Is it Luxembourg? Hold on. I gotta
Luxembourg.
Get it. Luxembourg. Ciao. The country about to come. I'm about to butcher some of these countries right now, and y'all can talk about me all you want to, but this is the country in me, child. Okay, so now Spain, Switzerland, number 5. All these tied for number 5. Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, Ireland, Netherlands. Okay, we have all of these tied for 6. Greece, Hungary, New Zealand, Norway, Portugal, Sweden. Okay, so we're going down to 7. All of these tie for 7. Australia, I don't know what this is. Zichia? Where's this at?
Czechia.
Czechia. Czechia. It's spelled C-Z-E-C. Yeah, that's Czechia. Czechia. She said spell it. Okay, this is 7. Malta, Poland,
Croatia.
Croatia is 8. Estonia? Estonia?
Estonia.
Come on now. Estonia. Slovakia. Slovakia. These are number 8s.
Slovakia.
Come on now. Slovenia. Slovenia.
Slovenia.
Come on now. United Emirates. Arab Emirates. We love them over there. Some of them. United Kingdom is 8. You know, number 9 is Canada. Okay, number 10, Latvia. Latvia.
Latvia.
Latvia. Okay. In number 10, it's another one time for number 10. Child, I'm not even going to try this. I don't know what to say.
Liechtenstein.
I would have butchered all that up. Liechtenstein. I don't even know what that said. So they all are what the top 10 passports are right now, okay? And the U.S. is not even in there. So where does the U.S. fall? The U.S. fall with Malaysia at number 12, which says now that we are able to enter 180 territories without needing a visa. That's very important to know. So again, I'm going to link to this website, because for us who have, I don't know what passport you have, but you're able to use their database, plug in your passport, and it'll let you know where you're going. And before you ever book anything, I know a lot of people, when they go fly internationally, they just go and be like, why don't y'all do any research about where you're going? Like, these are other countries, and I think this is a US thing. I think that we get priority wherever we go. No, once we leave the US, like, you have to follow these countries' rules. I don't know where we get that from. And we don't do our research like what we're supposed to do. What was the name of it again? I'm going to link it into the my newsletter, but it's called Henley and Partners. Henley and Partners. It's a great database, a great resource if you are trying to plan travel. Now, this is basically clearance data. It's not going to give you like all of the... if you go deeper, you might can find it, but I've never seen it. It's not going to tell you like all the things that you need to know about going to this place. That's research you need to go do in your own, because sometimes when you go to certain places, you can't wear certain things. You can't say certain things. You can't bring certain things, even though that the airline is going to allow you to take it. Do your research, y'all, before y'all book these flights, okay? With that being said, I hope that you had a good time watching me today. I hope that you learned something. Tomorrow, we are going to be talking about what should you do if you book a first class seat and end up in a low class plane. Sometimes you book a nice first class seat, but you end up on these old planes. I'm going to tell you what happened to me and what you need to do to avoid all of that, okay? So I'll see y'all tomorrow. If you missed this show, if you're just tapping in, you can watch the replay on YouTube. That's about to go up in a little bit. Bye, people over there on YouTube. I'll see you tomorrow.